Good evening, everybody. Just going to do the usual due diligence of sharing this video to my social media. It's going to be a few minutes. Just a few minutes of a few Facebook groups I'm going to share this to. I got one group on Discord this will go out to, and then I'll just simply cut right into it. Just the Discord group and be ready to rumble. Got a lot on my plate for tonight, but plenty of optimism. It's a brutal challenge, but I've got a few. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm not quite ready yet. I'm going to go ahead and grab me some more scrolls. Actually, I'm going to check. Okay, so my Valhalla set doesn't seem to have sold, which is annoying, but well, that's 300k I'm waiting on getting. Nonetheless, I'm not too worried. Having to blow through the protection from dragons crap. I've got maybe a dozen on me. I don't think I need to break the bank. I think 10 more is even excessive, but what the hell. That's gonna bring me up to somewhere about 20, which is more than enough to get the job done. So I do have a few adjustments I'm making for tonight's run. The first is I'm going to try to primarily go through this dungeon in my DPS loadout. I've had some particularly lengthy runs as of recent with my tank loadout, and while I'm not of course against lengthy runs. I'm more about the principle, like, can I do this at all, you know. But I have made a few adjustments that will allow me to more comfortably go through this with my DPS loadout. The first of which I'm going to show right here. I've put my Orcus wand on the bench temporarily. I might bust it out if I feel I need it, but I've put it on the bench briefly for the Forge Hammer of Gond. Now what the Forge Hammer of Gond is, as you can see, it gives me, right at the bottom of the use, it gives me the Insight of Gond, which halves the damage I take for a little bit less than 5 seconds. Now, that might not seem like much, but the big reason why I've been unable to go through these epic dungeons with my DPS loadout is because I've been afraid of getting overwhelmed. Having damage sources for 5 seconds will help with that immensely. What that will allow me to do is it will allow me to drop shield and pop a fire's recovery. It will allow me to make another maneuver. It will allow me to exploit an opening that I can find. Like, for instance, the fight at the end against Ethraniev is going to be very, very, very challenging. And a large amount of that isn't because of Ethraniev herself, it's because of the ads. Specifically the Stormcaller wolves. They'll just blast me with thunder if I try standing in one spot for more than 5 seconds. So, I would look for openings to hit Ethraniev with, and I would create these openings with the Forge Hammer of Gond. I'd be able to approach Ethraniev a lot easier when I'm not worrying about getting murdered instantly by their electricity, which I can certainly assure won't happen if I have Forge Hammer of Gond. In addition to Fire's Recovery, I will essentially wall those little wolves for the 4.5 seconds that I get. I'm going to go ahead and attach my Soul Forge. Just for insurance. If I feel like I don't need it, I'll switch back to my Shadowclad, which is due to go to perfect at least sometime soon. It's ready to go there. I just need the greater marks of potency, and to get those I'll need that Valhalla that I showed earlier to sell, so I may get those greater marks of potency. Anyway, it's getting to be about 9:30, so I suppose it's time. Grey Wolf Den, it's time to rock. I'm gonna go ahead and put my blacksmith away when I get there too. Just for that little bit of security in the early going. Gonna bust out the laughing skull. Alright, I suppose it's about time to get started. I think that having the DPS loadout will help me to get through this a lot faster, which is of course luxurious, but it helps. Yeah, as you can see, my fire's recovery is allowing me to comfortably wall these wolves easily enough. Grim taking a lot of damage though. He's really doing his job. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my Lyra spell to give him some support. The Demon Lord set is really coming in handy by giving me a lot of action point refills. And Grim unfortunately goes down. I clearly do not have a Lyra's Bell on deck, so I'm gonna have to just... And he gets back up easily enough. See, the Forge Hammer of Ganu is going to be really helpful for these fights. I still think that based on the damage I'm taking, I might need to take my tank loadouts to go see Ragnar Thunderfist and the Scoutmaster. But even with crafty uses of my shields and with usage of the Forge Hammer, I can probably even avoid doing that. Even with my DPS line, this guy is very bulky. Imagine how difficult it would be to kill him if I'd taken my tank. Okay. Let's press on. I do have a Forge Hammer on deck, so I may bust it out if I feel the need to do so. I also have my action meter full. Let's go. Just going to immediately pop out the fighter's recoveries. There's a lot of enemies here. Having a lion on hand really helps me in that regard as well. I'm able to kill the wolves. I think that the big guys are a lot more threatening than the wolves, but it's nice to get the little guys down as well. Just because they're doing their damage too. It's helpful that the Lyra's Bell recharge is only 2 minutes. But Grim is doing a great job tanking these guys. That's making a lot of difference right now. It's taking a lot of pressure off of me. Grim unfortunately goes down once again. Still, he's proving to be a good choice for what I'm trying to do. It doesn't... I think I could probably get up my action meter once again with some crafty use. There we go. Action meter's back up. As you can see, Grim has this guy totally wrapped around his thumb. That's going to allow me to easily kill him with the combat advantage I'm able to attain. This run's going by very quickly already. Just 3 minutes for those first 2 mobs. Let's see, we got a wolf, an archer. I think they probably see me, so I don't have long... Yep, they see me. I can see that one on the left eyeing me, and I knew, like, okay, time's up. Oh yeah, that's a Stormcaller back there. Those guys, that buddy can fuck off, let me tell you. That's going to be causing me a lot of problems later when I'm fighting Ethraniev. I gotta really keep my eyes on that guy. Thankfully, the archers are always frail, so I'm gonna pretty easily be able to handle this guy here. Thankfully, my crescendo does interrupt them from using their electricity. I'm going to pop my Forge Hammer. no real particular reason to do it, but you know, it comes around every 2 minutes, and having damage at really any point in time is going to be helpful. I'm not really in a position where I need my fire's recovery, so I'm able to confidently use my crescendo. Thankfully, this guy attacks very, very slow. Grim is doing a fantastic job tanking that guy. That archer right in front of me is just about dead. I've hit him with a handful of enforced threats, and that's really taken a toll. That'll finish him off. That'll finish him off. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get some platforms here. I actually figured out I didn't have to fight that little group right there, and I'm kind of lamenting doing that because you can actually walk in this water completely consequence-free. Look at this. I don't understand. Oh wow, I actually do take it. That's strange. I've walked through those waters before, totally consequence-free, so I'm not sure why they just dealt damage to me there. But well, anyway, oh my, they're taking their toll on Grim too. Pop a Lyra spell, get Grim out of there. Stupid AI. Okay. So having said that, let's see. There's a pack mate, there's a Stormcaller, and another pack mate. And it looks like an archer in the back, and it is nothing I can't handle. Let's go ahead and just get right to it. I've got to get my shield up for those blasts right there. They deal lots of damage. And Grim, oh, I love the AI. Don't you just love the AI? Grim kills himself with the liquid, which apparently is a lot deadlier than I thought. I'm gonna pop my line. I'm getting a little low on health and don't have a fire's recovery. Let's see, I do have a forge hammer if I need it. Gonna just back up a little bit, make sure that thunderstorm doesn't hit me. Grim doing a fantastic job tagging the Stormcaller. Hey, I'm definitely seeing the profits from using my DPS loadout as opposed to my tank. Having additional guard is certainly helping as well. Fighting one of these guys is no problem, but at the Ethraniev fight there are probably about 5 or 6 of them at a time, and that's when things get to be really, really difficult. I'm going to preserve my action meter. I do have a few niche ideas for when I do reach Ethraniev, but I'll put those on the back burner for now, as that's going to finish that guy off. Again, I'm not sure. I know that with parties, I've run through this purple liquid before without taking any damage at all, but for some reason it was dealing damage to me. I mean, you figure that they had to give you some incentive to actually not just run across that little valleyway right there and blow off those ads back there. You figured they had to give you some incentive to do that, which makes sense, certainly. So I suppose I'm not really complaining that the liquid does damage. Anyhow, I suppose it's a moot point. Time to move on. Let's see, I believe it's going to be a few fighters up ahead if I remember correctly. They're going to come down that stairway and come right at me if I remember correctly, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Looks like it's a pack of archers and some wolf pack mates. They're all fairly frail though, so I should be able to eliminate them pretty quickly. Gonna pop my forge hammer, afford me some extra leeway as my health is getting a little bit low, and my lifesteal stat and my line are gonna get me up. No need to even pop a fire's recovery. Ah, that is a wolf scavenger. Wolf scavengers. I did not notice that. I thought they were fighters. Gonna cancel the crescendo so I can get out of the way of that nasty attack. They're both at about half health. Gonna pop a Lyra's Bell to get Grim back in the fray. No pun intended. Okay, health getting a little bit low, so I'll just go ahead and get it right back up to max pretty much instantly with a Fire's Recovery. That's one of the perks of my DPS loadout is that I hit for so much damage that the Fire's Recovery pretty much brings me to full health almost immediately. Ah, Grim goes down once again. I mean, I'm getting my money's worth out of Grim. He is tanking the hell out of these guys. I'm not generating as much threat as Grim is, even though I'm running enforced threat, which is definitely a good thing, as it allows Grim to do that job all the... Ooh, treasure chest. Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Okay, fine. I get it. I get it. I gotta wait for the damage over time to wear off, or it's just gonna keep interrupting me whenever I open the treasure chest. Yeah, I didn't think it would be much. It's a treasure chest. Okay, let's see. Fighter and a fighter. About what I thought. Let's go. There's gonna be some pack mates too. I kind of expected them. Gonna just immediately pop a Fighter's Recovery. Waiting on that lion. Gonna get the lion. Get me some temporary HP. Let's see. I do have a Forge Hammer on deck, so I can use it if need be. I misfired that. I should not have used that crescendo on that wolf pack mate. It was like right about towards the end of its life, and that was a total waste of a daily. Gonna use my Lyra's Bell to keep Grim up. It's going to allow me to get combat advantage against both of these guys. Well, one of them. Probably going to lose combat advantage on one of them as I have to drop an enforced threat. I'm going to preserve my action meter. Both these guys are low on health. Can probably kill them both easily enough. And I do exactly that. I'm going to leave that Dungeoneering kit on the ground. That is not useful to me. I already have the Dungeoneering skill. There is no need for that. Let's see. I believe Ragdar is close. Yep, Ragdar is right up ahead. Great. First boss. Let's see how long we're at. We're at just 12 minutes. That is pretty fast to be having made my way through about a third of the dungeon. Gonna wait a minute for my lovely regen stat to give me some health. Okay, and let's see. I think I'll keep Grim out. Grim is being very, very helpful. Alright, let's go. I hate attacks that knock me prone. He does not seem to respond to prone-inducing attacks. Oh boy, we got some cronies. Gonna use my Forge Hammer as Grim goes down. It's only a brief dismissal from the fight, however. Rector is proving to be a bit problematic with his prone-inducing attacks. Gonna pop a Lyra's Bell to keep Grim in the fight a little bit longer. Oh my, low on health. I think there are some archers firing at me. There are. Let's kill these guys. They're frail and not hard to kill. Ooh, got a little bit of a sticky situation here. And then a bad numbers disadvantage. Archers are just about dead, and they're gone. Gonna get my lion up, create some separation for a little while. Grim is having a miserable time throughout this run. He's doing his job for sure, though. That's, of course, why he keeps going down. The more archers, they seem to be never ending, so I'm gonna try to just associate myself with them, as there doesn't seem to be much of a point of engaging them. Let's see, I do have a forge hammer, which I will use. Ah, all the ads seem to be never ending. That's annoying. Use a quick fighter's recovery to get my health back in good shape. Let's see, Regdur is at about 80% of his health. I'm getting some good hits on him. Ah, Grim once again goes down, but I do have a Lyra's Bell to use. It's funny, I'm actually using Lyra's Bell more on Grim than I would be for Steely Simon. Oh my, I'm in a very bad position, and I'm gonna pop a Greater Stone. Oh. There we are. I get my health back up. The archers I'm noticing are giving Grim a lot of problems. Oh, we have a new attack from Regdur. That's not a new attack at all, but he seems to have transformed. Oh yeah, Regdur, that is one big bad wolf. Get my forge hammer up. Use my lion. Oh, I'm taking a ton of damage. Thankfully, of course, fighter's recovery tends to be good at helping with that. The Demon Lord set helps me a ton to take full use of my fighter's recovery by giving me very speedy action point regen. That's part of why I like it so much. I mean, the extra damage is nice, but I think I benefit more from the action point gain than the extra damage. Ah, I went to try to hit the other one, but I fortunately failed. Not a big deal, though. I do have a Lyra's Bell, which I will use. Get up a Timora's Corn, why not? Get me some crit strike. Grim absolutely crumbling. Clearly Grim is not immune to these guys. Not that I by any means expected that he would be. But, you know. Ah. Knocked prone. Got Regdur down to, let's see, it's about half health. Grim is having a miserable time trying to give me some longevity, but he's still definitely being useful even if he's going down very, very often. See, the shots that Grim is tanking are ones that I don't have to tank. So that's certainly proving its worth. I bet I have a forge hammer. I do. Forge hammer of Gone now of course getting the forge hammer of Gone is an exciting occurrence, but I didn't really think I'd be making any use of its combat power. But hey, soloing in these epic dungeons has taught me that niche, like finding niche uses for things, is not too uncommon. Ah, damn it. Now, because of Grim, even though Grim's going down an awful lot, it's making it way easier, I mean noticeably easier, to find openings to actually get in on Regdor past the ads and do some damage. So that's clearly been the right choice in companion so far. And of course, it doesn't help to get in some damage against the ads, even if they're just going to regenerate. I am going to get up a Lyra's Bell for Grim. Hate getting knocked down. I tried to use Crescendo for some reason. Just a misinput. Got Regdor down to about a third of his health. For a boss fight, this is going by pretty quickly. Of course, you know, do the math. Like, I'm not doing this in my tank loadout, even though I've been doing that typically for tier 2s. Let's see, I do have a Forge Hammer, which I will use. To be honest, the Forge Hammer is probably more practically useful than the Orcus Wand. Got Regdor down to about a fifth of his health. Ooh. Youch. Misfire. Getting in some really good hits on Regdor. I just shaved off a clean 5% of his health, possibly more, with that little sequence. Yeah, this is really good. This is going by pretty quickly, and it's definitely not too difficult. Oh my, I took a big hit there. I'm gonna pop a Greater Stone. Oh, you can see just how crucial Fire's recovery is for me here. Some good chunks of Regdor's health, and he's just about done for. There we are, he's done for. Now that he's out of the picture, I'm going to wipe out these archers because I know they're not going to regenerate. Once the archers are done, this will just be a big cakewalk. Oh, yep, these guys are just... Oh, well, there is one more archer. I'll leave the archer alone. These guys are almost dead. I'm going to preserve my Lyra's Bell for later. Don't really need it for one more archer. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Let's see here. We're at just 25 minutes for 1/3 of the dungeon. That's definitely not bad. Of course, I expect this to take way longer than 75 or 1 hour and 15 minutes, because the Ethraniev fight is going to take me some time, no question. But getting through 1/3 of the dungeon in less than half an hour is pretty good. Having said that, I'm going to utilize a scroll, or not a scroll, a potion, and then I'm going to use a scroll. I'm going to probably want to buy more of those before this run is over. It'll take just a few short minutes. Let's see. I wonder if I can... I've never actually tried to get by these guys before. Let's see if I can... no, that one's going to notice me. No way I can get past them. Okay, let's see. We got a Stormcaller. We got an Archer. They definitely noticed me. Yep, let's go. Where things kind of pick up a little bit here. We'll see more pack mates down the road, but they won't be as plentiful as the ones I saw in the beginning. I'm going to quickly step out of the way. I'm going to pop Lyra's Bell to give Grim some support. I don't have too many targets I can... Oh, wow, that Archer... I haven't really touched that Archer, and that Archer is almost dead. These guys are very frail. That'll take care of that guy. Make this just a little bit easier. Grim is doing a magnificent job tanking them over there. That's giving me some great one-on-one time with, well, the Archer, the Stormcaller. Really just... It's making this a lot easier. I kind of want to prioritize... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to prioritize that lower health scavenger. That's going to make it easier once that guy's done. Although, having to maneuver around these blasts is not making it easy. There we go. Have a little bit of an open hold to pick at these guys with once that scavenger uses that circle attack. I don't know why they use that attack when I'm not anywhere near them, but I'm not complaining. That'll kill one of the scavengers. The other one's almost done for, and that one's gonna do. I can go ahead and burn through my crescendos on this guy because when there's only one of them, this is not threatening. Ooh, taking big blows from that guy. I'm not sure. Did that just say that Grim was immune to that electricity? And that is very interesting. That's it. That'll do that guy in. I'll quickly take a minute to check my social media as I usually do around now. Quickly get a swig of water before I forge on. Time to proceed. Let's see what's up ahead. I'm gonna try. Can I get past these guys without them noticing me? Let's give it a try. And look at that, I can. Huh. Well, that probably just shaved a clean 10 minutes off the video. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to be able to get past these guys. No way. That hallway is way too narrow. So we got an Archer, and it looks like at least one packmate, probably more. They don't typically tend to go alone. And a Scavenger. Alright, let's engage. I'm able to ride the coattails of my Fire's Recovery to cleanly kill that wolf pack mate. Gonna try to focus my attention on the young blood Archer. Thankfully, these guys being crowded right in with that Archer makes that easy. And now try to focus my attention on this Archer over here, but again, I don't even really need to go out of my way to do that because they're all in one big group. Quickly get up a Fire's Recovery. pretty straightforward here. Nothing too complicated, just hacking away at these guys with my Weapon Master Strike. Ooh, Grim does go down. I'm going to take that opportunity to find a hole to pop a fire's recovery with. My health was getting rather low. Crafty use of my shield is going to allow me to get my action meter up, and that's where I'll keep it. Clearly no more need to use a fire's recovery. Skill node. May as well. I'll leave that there. I don't need that. And elemental fire, that'll go for good AD. Okay, let's see what's up ahead. I wonder if, I don't really want to go treasure hunting now. Let's see, we got a pack mate, 2 pack mates, 3 pack mates, 4 pack mates, and I think that's a fighter, yeah. I'm taking a ton of damage right now, but Fire's Recovery hitting 5 targets essentially negates all of the damage I'm taking. But as you can see, it quickly wears off and I get down to low health. But I amend that by simply using another Fire's Recovery. Get my crescendo down. I don't need a Fire's Recovery to finish this guy off. I'm going to get my shield up so I can get more action meter, because I don't suspect I would get the opportunity to fill it up again if I were to use it. And there we go. I get that up. Grim absolutely eating shit. There we are. I avenged Grim though. Let's have a look at the time. 32 minutes, not bad. Let's see. Oh, that looks like an engineering skill node, and it is. Another useless insignia. I'll just leave that there. And our next boss. What? 7 minutes later. Not bad at all. Let's see. I'm not sure if the ads on this guy are eternal or not, but you know, it can't hurt to find out. There's more wolf pack mates than it seemed at first. Not that that's a problem. I want these guys to hit me more. Oh wow, we have a lot of wolves. I certainly do hope that they're not eternal, because if they are, that would become very problematic. Ooh. Health situation getting a little bit dire, but Fire's Recovery is going to fix that. Oh wow, oh there's some shadow wolves now. Oh my, ads galore. Ooh, oh my. Jeez. Oh my. Got a lot of ads to deal with. Whew. Lots and lots and lots of wolves. It's no wonder Grim goes down very quickly. Of course, if they do turn out to be eternal, then that would create a lot of problems as I try to solo this. Having a lot of different damage sources is creating a lot of problems. Whew! That Fire's Recovery was loud. I can't tell if I'm having any more be summoned against me, but oh dear. Yikes. And I'm not really entirely certain if having my tank loadout would help me or not. It's funny to me how instantly I'm getting back my Fire's Recovery. Jeez, I'm getting basically one-shotted. Holy crap! I can't tell if there are any new wolves coming in against me, but this is not in the slightest way sustainable if there are. I don't know that there are, though, because I'm noticing I'm taking less damage for certain. Whew. This has been a bit of a roadblock, eh? Gonna quickly maneuver my way away. And somehow, some way, I've managed to do 10% damage to Packmaster Zayev when I haven't even really been able to focus on it. Okay, so to say that he came with about 4 or 5 wolves has, I don't know, been very much proven to be a ridiculous understatement. He has come with a ton of wolves. And I don't know, but I think they're everlasting. And if they are, then this fight just became significantly harder. Oof. Oh yeah, that was coming. Wow, they basically one-shot me there. Yikes. This has been an interesting experience. Yeah, so the Orcus Ball would certainly not be helping me here, for sure, as it would be dealing pretty insignificant damage. Although these archers are making life difficult as well. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely never-ending ads, or I would have killed them off by now, for sure. Running away and then popping a fire's recovery to preserve my guard has been important to do. Getting in some good hits on Zayev. Holy crap, this has been interesting. Oof. I am taking a ton of damage every second. Ooh, wow, yeah, definitely can't allow that attack to hit me. Yeah, that's definitely got to be like eternal ads. Ooh, trying to run away and I run into a wall inadvertently. That'll buy me a little bit of time. The shield I get from my lion is giving me almost... Oh, wow. That'd take a big shot there. I'm gonna try to make a getaway. Maybe I can take them into another room. get me some time alone with the wolves. No, doing so allows Zayev to heal fully. That was definitely not a good idea. Okay, so this fight's certainly proving to be difficult. Now, I wonder why he's alone now. Why is he alone? Now this is interesting. Why is he alone now? I've arguably done more damage to him in these like 5 seconds than I did all of the whole fight before. I don't understand why he's not summoning his ads. Hey, I'm not complaining. Could be that keeping him over here is... I mean, I'm not even going to try to explain why there are no ads. But now that I have time to actually look at him, man, he is ridiculously frail for a boss. Like, I've probably spent all of about, like, less than a minute on him this go around. I'm not sure why... Well, this would have been helpful to know before I went through, you know, a handful of scrolls. Yeah, he's down to about half health now. I'm not even going to try to explain why there are no ads this time, but I'll just go ahead and accept what I've been given. I'm gonna just in case it had something to do with positioning, I'm gonna just keep him right over here. That will make me really happy. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Lyra's Bell up. That'll help them out a good bit. And again, I'm absolutely mystified as to why the ads are not showing up this time. I'm gonna just stand right over here. I don't want to walk over there. I fear he will walk away and heal himself again, like he did that last time. Which is actually, that decision's actually proving to be a blessing in disguise. Because actually, the run itself was looking very, very bleak for a little while. I don't want to walk over there, or I feel like he's going to summon his ads again. Yeah, for a boss. Now that I've had a moment to actually look at Zayev, he's proving to be very frail for a boss. But hitting hard enough to make up for it, and clearly coming with the ad support to make up for it as well. Where did he go? There he went. I think I can walk over there because he's over... Oh my, wow. He's almost done for. I almost feel like I'm cheating right now. But yeah, there we go. I guess that's that. Wow. I'm not sure if that was a glitch or... I mean, whatever. You know, accept what I've been given. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was quite interesting, though. Anyhow, I'll go ahead and I suppose all I can really do is 4 times. Actually, how many scrolls do I have left? 10? That ought to do. I'm going to probably buy more before I get to Ethraniev. I don't like being near single digits. But, well... Okay, sure. I'm satisfied with that result. Let's see how much time we're at. We're at 45 minutes to get through 60% of this epic for a tier 2. That's pretty damn quick. This is by no means a speed run, I want to be clear on that. But having my DPS loadout around certainly helps. Let's see what's up next. We got a scavenger. Ah, that archer saw me. I had to start the fight. I'm gonna try to take down the archers while I have my lion shielding me. I gotta admit though, I'm still having a difficult time getting over that whole experience. They were here, now they're not. Such is life. I'm gonna preserve my action meter and my Lyra's. I know Grimm's probably gonna go down. Yeah, Grimm's gonna go down. Looks like it. Yeah. Ah, you bastard. Right as I go to kill you, huh? I'm gonna pick Grimm up. Ah, he picks himself up. Okay. Alright, let's move on. The road to Ethraniev will prove to be pretty straightforward, so I think I'll be okay to get there. Let's see, we got a couple lords, a packmate, another packmate that looks like a... Yeah, that is a fighter. It looks like... I think there's going to be stuff on the right, too, but... Well, I'll worry about that when I get there. Now, try to prioritize getting rid of the wolves. Ah, I forgot the lords. The lords have knockback attacks. That's going to be important to try to contend with. Get my Lyra's Bell up to help Grimm. That'll take care of that wolf. I've got to pay attention to that attack. I don't have a Lyra's Bell, so I can't help Grimm this time. Thankfully, Grimm is up before long. Ah, Grimm goes down again. That kills, I believe that's the fighter that killed, and it is. Lords are quite a bit bulkier than the others. Oh my, I'm gonna back up and pop a stone. I get knocked down before I can use my crescendo. I don't see any other enemies coming in, although I thought I heard one just now. Having my lion's shield up, I'm able to more easily afford to use my crescendo. Rather than go into guard, I'm actually trying to use my foot speed to outspeed and avoid the lords. Wow, but they are totally wrecking Grimm. Ah, that attack somehow hitting me. Ah, and I don't know how that misfire happened when the Lord I was trying to hit was directly in front of the Lord I ended up hitting. That is quite annoying. There we are, that takes care of that one. Oh, we've got some archers coming in. I probably walked too close. Ah, damn it, I did walk too close. Plus to give me some practice at contending with them when I have to go do that later with a significantly greater number of them. That lord is almost dead. And I get knocked down once again. This game really... Oh my. Okay. I don't seem to be able to pop a scroll. Unfortunate. I probably didn't need to anyway. Probably shouldn't have anyway, so that was a good thing. Let's see here. Yep, coming up ahead we have an archer. It's, as we know, it's going to be two storm callers. I have an idea. Maybe I can run past them all. They're not valid targets. I will do just that. That ended up being an interesting exchange. That was interesting. I mean, hey, again, you know, take what I've been given. I've got to be honest, I've had a lot of kind of crappy luck getting through this run so far. And I will certainly be taking what I've been given. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this guy who's hiding behind this big thing. Let's see, there is another archer, okay. Alright, that'll do. I want to go back and see. I don't want to get too close, but I want to see if those guys from earlier are still invalid. Although I might have actually just fought those guys because I was fighting a slew of enemies, but I want to approach that slowly. I don't see any enemies. Okay. Well, no use dwelling on this. It's time to forge on. Was there loot back here? No. Okay. Just checking. Let's see. I can definitely get past these guys by just walking past them. There's no need to fight them. Oh, that... I got a number of wolves to deal with here. Thankfully, they don't seem to be eternal, so... Of course, they obviously aren't eternal. I was simply making a joke about earlier. Get my shield up so I can try to gain my action meter at a quick rate. There we are. I can hear the wolves in the room I just left them behind, and I'll go ahead and... I bet there's probably some, like, treasure or some useless crap, like a chest, maybe a skill node, as incentive for fighting those wolves when there's clearly little reason for me to actually do it. Okay. Oh, speaking of treasure chests, or is that a skill? That is a skill now. Engineering. I don't even have to use a kit on this. May as well take it. They're useful for, I guess, I think some profession. I'm not sure which. But hey, you know, if it's free, it's for me. Doesn't take up an inventory slot, so I may as well. Still got a little bit to go till I reach Ethraniev. We're pushing about an hour. I did go down, so I'm gonna pop a potion and forge on. Let's see, we got an archer, a pack mate. Looks like that's another that's a scavenger actually. Okay, not the end of the world. Ah, there are two archers there. Yeah, this guy should go down pretty easily, and he does. I did find a black opal. Oh, wait, no, there is one more. I don't know how I missed this guy. Anyway, I did find a black opal on that last guy, which is helpful. Be helpful for bumping up my artifacts. You know, on the normal Grey Wolf Den, the wolves will come through these windows and attack me. But I've run through this with parties on a few different occasions, and I haven't had that happen. I mean, it's some alteration, of course, but I'm not sure why they would omit that part specifically. But I'll go ahead and accept that. Let's see. Nothing immediately up ahead here. I hear wolves up ahead. You know, wow, what a genius observation, I know. We're getting close to Ethraniev. Probably about halfway from the Scoutmaster to, or the Packmaster, whatever the hell that guy's called, to Ethraniev. Let's see, there's enemies up ahead. We got a packmate, packmate. Is that an archer? And it looks like an archer, and it's difficult to tell. Ah, it's a fighter, never mind, that's not an archer. So, looks like we got a fighter and 3 packmates. 4 packmates, excuse me. And this should be pretty straightforward. And I'll take care of that guy. What was that? Looked like a shadow. Oh, I get it. They're shadow wolves. You got me, Cryptic. Alright. I'm back up so I can scout a little longer. It's a packmate. 2 packmates and 2 fighters. I'm not going to get any longer. No, it looked like they were coming. And they were coming at me, so... Okay. I really should be using this forge hammer more. I got that forge hammer at the Simril event. It's definitely getting my money's worth out of it. Of course, my money's worth being really just a handful of hours on a few separate occasions with a group I had. If only the effect lasted longer than 4.5 seconds, though. Still, hard to complain. I think that benefit is pretty cool. Gonna use my Lyra's Bell on Grim to help Grim get up. I probably could have conserved my lion for the next fight, but not the end of the world. I'll be okay. Let's see how we're at. We're at 1 hour, 1 minute. Not bad. Certainly better than the 4 or so hours it had to have been when I got through Sithalar the other day at Castle Never. We're just about there to Ethraniev. A little more to go. There's going to be this group up here, a group after that, and oh wow, they took me off guard. I forgot about this group. Scavenger is done for. Just leaves just this one-on-one here. Trying to dance around him as opposed to putting up my shield against him. The reason behind that is I'm trying to conserve the action meter that I've got. There we are. I do so. Do a pretty easy effect. Alright, so there's that group up there. Assuming we're not going to have any more... oh, wow. Assuming we're not going to have any more ambushes, and what happens next? I get ambushed. Okay. It's just 2 scavengers, though, so it's hardly a big deal. Able to get off a free crescendo while Grim is tanking that scavenger over there. Good night. Gonna pick Grim up there. That was actually probably not a great idea, but I'll just go ahead. Dismiss and resummon, and he's at full health. Any more ambushes? Any more? Going once. Going twice. Going. Gone. Quite the little force up here. The crescendo, I'm trying to pull the crescendo cancel there. I do so. My Weapon Master Strike has a lot of range. Getting knocked down is in a particularly inconvenient moment. Get at my forge hammer. My line's going to create an opening for me to use my full crescendo rather than having to cancel it. Ooh, I'm not sure what knocked me back there. But it had to, I suppose, be something. Grim is doing a great job tanking these guys. Having to cancel the fire's recovery there, but I had it up just long enough where it was doing what I needed it to. Yeah, fire is done for. It makes things a little bit easier. Now we get knocked back at virtually the same time. That'll finish off that wolf. There's actually been 3 Stormcallers I didn't even realize. Actually, no, there's been 2 Stormcallers and an Archer. Okay, that makes sense. There's that two Archers and one. That looks like it was actually probably one Stormcaller and 2 Archers. Ooh, I'm unable to stun him with crescendo in time, and I eat the full force of that attack. Not too threatening, though. That'll do him in. That was a pretty big hurdle to climb right there. See, I'm not going to be a moron walking into an open pit of spikes. I'm actually going to not be a moron and allow my character to actually pull the lever, too. Clearly those kill you in one hit. Not that I have learned that the hard way or anything, but, well, frankly, even if they didn't, you jump down there and what's the long-term plan? I'll go ahead and just forge on. Almost at Ethraniev. Just a little bit away. Actually, no, we're completely at Ethraniev, rather. This is the Ethraniev part. That is correct. So, I have a few plans in mind for this, but I do have one thing I'm going to consistently need to do. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I'm going to employ the use of Lunging Strike. The reason behind that is it is really difficult to get in hits on the Spirit Wolf that is summoned that needs to die for me to actually be able to do damage to Ethraniev. And that's where Lunging Strike comes in, and it's going to allow me to single out that wolf and head right for it. Hopefully the ads are not too suffocating. I do know I'll have to, as I mentioned before, I'll have to deal with about a handful of Stormcallers. I believe there's a couple of fighters in addition to that Spirit Wolf. I'm going to have to be very mobile in this one, which is going to make things hard, and there's only going to be a short period of time for me to capitalize on having Ethraniev exposed and not in immunity mode, so I'm going to have to take full advantage of that. Okay. About enough talk for one day, I think. Get up my last scroll of defense. I'm actually going to go buy a few more scrolls. Do I have any more trade bars? Damn it, I do not. Okay. I got 10 right now. I don't think I'll need too many more. Can't afford too many more, for that matter. I think getting just 10 more will be all I need for the moment. Really waiting on that Valhalla set to sell. I got 20 scrolls of Mass Life, and I think that's good enough. Let's go. This is not going to be easy, but then again, when is it ever? On the normal version, there's some really epic background music accompanying this fight, and here there's just nothing. I hate that so much. I'm going to have to be very mobile. I have a big battlefield to work with. I'm going to have to really stretch the distance of it to avoid those Stormcallers overwhelming me. Although I'll have to also facilitate getting my hits in on Ethraniev as well. So having said that, here comes the first ad. We got 2 Shadow Wolves, it looks like. As you can see, Lunging Strike is also a handy little tool for allowing me to get in and deal some damage to Ethraniev, as it allows me to zip right to her and hit her. Going to support Grim and get the Lyra's Bell. Get up my Forge Hammer. Won't be long before she has her first transformation. I'm getting in some good damage. Chipped in a little bit at her health. Able to hit her and the Shadow Wolf. Convenient. This is going to... obviously this is going to get harder as this goes. I do not have a Forge Hammer, unfortunately. Nor do I have a Lyra's Bell. Won't be long until I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but the Ethraniev transformation might not come until about 75% of her health. It escapes me when exactly it comes, but oh, it's coming. Oh, for sure it's coming. I guarantee it's coming. For now, though, this is obviously not difficult. Got Ethraniev down to about 90% of her health. Ooh, we have another visitor. Thankfully, the Shadow Wolves are pretty frail, even for ads. Is it just me? I am super amused at Ethranieve's pain cries. They sound like a baby crying. Like, just listen to that. Ah, we see a second Shadow Wolf join the fight, but the one that was here first is not here for long. Whee! I can't get over that. That is so funny. I mean, granted, it can't be fun having somebody swing a sword at you, but, you know, the other enemies in Neverwinter don't do that. Gonna get out of the way of Grim. Did that just say that Grim was immune to that attack? That would be incredibly convenient. Random, but convenient. Ah, we have another Shadow Wolf joining the fight. Those seem to be constant, but Ethraniev is summoning them very slowly, and they're very, very frail and easy to kill. I'm not even having to focus on the Shadow Wolf, I'm just being able to hit it while I hit Ethraniev. Ah, we see another Shadow Wolf. Get the feeling that those are going to be constant throughout the entirety of this fight. The good news about them is that they are very frail and easy to kill. Ethraniev down to about 80% of her health. But it's either 50 or 75 when she starts transforming. And that's when things are going to get really, really, really difficult. Oh, here comes. Yep. Oh, yeah. Here comes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Stormcallers are going to be a pain in the ass. This is when it's time to turn up the heat. I'm gonna actually try to stall and wait on this Spirit Wolf to show up. It doesn't make any sense throwing out attacks if I... Here we go. Ah, I gotta wait for an opening so I can hit the wolf. Target it with my lunging strike. I think that hit it. That looked like it did hit it, but not for much. There we are. And this is where I have to capitalize on. I found an opening, now I have to take it. It's increasingly difficult from the Stormcallers, but it's doable because I packed lunging strike, which is proving to be a very smart decision. And here comes Ethraniev in like Super Saiyan mode or whatever the hell. There's absolutely no point in swinging at Ethraniev because she is 100% immune to every single attack I could possibly throw at her. So I'll just run away and wait on the Spirit Wolf. Oh my, taking big hits while I'm running away. I see the wolf, but I gotta find an opening to hit it there. I'm not able to do much damage to it, but I feel like this is sustainable. There we go, now I'm getting some good hits in. I got in some good hits, but I didn't quite kill it. One more hit, that's it. I'm not really sure why Ethraniev didn't transform back to... I don't believe you need to kill 2 wolves. I really hope this isn't glitched or something. I guess I'll try to stall and wait on the next spirit wolf, but I'm not sure why Ethraniev hasn't transformed back. I do, again, truly hope that this is not a glitch. I'm gonna go ahead and wait to find out. Yeah. Thankfully there are no shadow wolves, so I easily have time to get in some good hits on the thing, get it down to about half health. Thankfully these things are not very bulky. There we go. Getting in some good swings on Ethraniev here, and this is sustainable. This is certainly sustainable as long as it doesn't get ridiculously difficult like I have to contend. Oh, yep, here comes the transformation. Alright, I'll go ahead and just run away, waiting on the next spirit wolf to pop up. Looks like there are now 4 Stormcallers. Yes, indeed, there are 4 Stormcallers. Actually, is there more? Difficult to tell. I do see I have a YouTube comment, so now is probably a good time to view it while... Oh, never mind. Just lose that wolf in the sea of other wolves. And I do manage to find it. But now... Oh! Get up, get up, get up. No nap time here. No nap time. I'm gonna create an opening with my lion. Even just coming on his shield for a brief little minute to try to attack the wolf is causing me a lot of damage. Now that I have an opening on Ethraniev, I need to really take advantage of it. Which I'm doing just that. I'm getting hit very hard, even in guard. I like... Oh, here comes the transformation. Oh my, take a big hit from something. So looking at the YouTube comment, if he jumps away from wolf, it won't change back. Interesting. I did not know that. Okay, so I'm gonna wait on that wolf to pop up. Ooh, gotta get out. Dream is doing a masterful job in keeping them off of me. That's giving me plenty of time to get some good hits in. The line will create an opening for me. There we go. Yep, that's got to be what it is. That's very peculiar. I did not know that. Getting a crescendo on Ethraniev. There must be a ton of Stormcallers. This is the part where I gotta get mobile. And I'm not just talking like in this little circle I've got here. I mean like I gotta use the whole map. Oh wow, I'm getting bombarded by electricity. Oh, and we see more ads pop up. Okay, Ethranieve's down to that looks about 72% of her health, 72, 71. Who's counting? In some ways I do kind of wish I brought my Orcus Ball to the fight, but I'm not going to have the opportunity to switch into that. So now is the part where I'm going to make full use of my surroundings, not just by running in this circle as I have been, but once I get a mark on the wolf, which is increasingly difficult because it's difficult to actually see the wolf amidst all that chaos. Oh, wow. What? Why is the wolf a... that was peculiar. Oh my. Gonna get a greater stone up. Wow, there are a fuckload of ads. I gotta try to time my killing of the spirit wolf along with the transformation of Ethraniev, and I gotta try to time it when I'm like running away. Oh my, and I absolutely eat shit there. Have to retreat for a brief period of time. There are a ton of Stormcallers. I'm going to quickly make my maneuver going up here, luring Ethraniev over here, out of range of the Stormcall, and immediately Ethraniev is going to punish that action by transforming. Nothing much I can really do about that. Ethraniev is definitely more focused on my Laughing Skull, which is good. It's worth noting, I also don't want to run away too far. I'm not actually sure if doing that would cause Ethraniev to retreat and recover all her health. That would obviously be very inconvenient if she did. Let's see. If I can draw the wolf spirit up there by that mountaintop, that would obviously be convenient. I have managed to mark the wolf, which should get its attention onto me, and it will. Now that the wolf is low on health, I'm going to drag it up here where Ethraniev will follow me. I'm going to wait on Ethraniev to come up here, although she might not because she might be more interested in my Laughing Skull. Now that the Laughing Skull is down, she will come for me. But that's not good because, again, it allowed the Stormcallers to also follow her, and it actually did not transform her at all. Unfortunate. I'll simply retreat back down here. Where are you, Spirit Wolf? Certainly no point in actually attacking Ethraniev while she is immune to my attacks. This is looking like it's going to take me a long time to figure out the specific mechanics. Where are you at, Wolf Spirit? So much electricity, it's difficult. There you are. I'm unable to. There are so many Stormcallers that I have no chance of even being able to drop my shield for a second to pop a fire's recovery unless I have lion support. There we go. Now we have an opening. Oh wow, I eat shit. Thankfully, I have got the Soul Forge to come in handy. I have to retreat for a while because I'm low on health. Thankfully, my Fey Touch enchantment, along with some of my other boons, is going to allow Fire's Recovery to heal me even when I'm not actually hurting something, and that's going to be all the window I get against Ethraniev before she transforms. So I'm getting about 2% of her health every time I get her to transform. Of course, I'm going to eventually... You figure I'm eventually going to figure out how I can get some separation between Ethraniev, the Spirit Wolf, and the Stormcallers. The Stormcallers are certainly proving to be more problematic than Ethraniev or anything else. There's so much red, it's difficult to see the Spirit Wolf. Here's an idea. I'm unable to use my lion to create some knockback. Oh wow, I definitely eat shit there. There is a metric fuck ton of Stormcallers. I'm going to approach Ethraniev with my Fire's Recovery. Predictably, I'm able to immediately get my Fire's Recovery back. I'm getting hit up a lot. I gotta manage my guard a little bit more efficiently because I'm getting low. Here comes the transformation once again. I, again, shaved out about maybe 1%, maybe about that much off of Ethraniev. I have to try to get more off of Ethraniev when she transforms back into normal Ethraniev, or this fight is going to never end. It's really not much of a point of actually attacking the ads because, well, they're just going to regenerate. Summoning that lion will... Well, it would have provided me with more of an opening, but it does not, as I'm unable to track down the wolf spirit. Oh, there's the spirit wolf. Oh, yeah, that was not a good maneuver right there, as it allowed them to lock in on me incredibly easily. A lot more ads have joined the fight here. Getting a good little punch on them. Get up my Forge Hammer of Guns. Ah, I'm locked into shield because I can't... There we are. I don't even know how many Stormcallers there are, but it is a ton. There doesn't seem to be any relief in sight either. It might be a worthwhile... I'm not sure if it almost seems like Ethraniev summons more Stormcallers whenever she transforms. And the Spirit Wolf must have died, so... Going to try to take advantage of... Oh, yeah, I can't even really do that. Holy crap! There are a ton of ads. It's making actually attacking Ethraniev very, very difficult. That's going to be another transformation, and looking at it, yeah, I got down about 1% of Ethranev's health once again, so that seems to be about the window. There's so many Stormcallers, though. Run... I've managed to mark the wolf, which should get it on me. At this point, it's probably a good idea to try to maneuver my way up the rocks just to get a break from all of the Stormcallers, which are really providing me with problems. There's a fair share of archers as well. Unfortunately, because I can't actually damage Ethraniev, yeah, that was going to happen. I can't even manage to find the Spirit Wolf because there's just... Oh, I actually did kill it, but it didn't cause a transformation. That is ridiculously inconvenient. Trying to locate that Spirit Wolf. Get my Lyra's Bell up to give Grim a hand. It's an absolute landmine. I can't even count how many of the Stormcallers there are. There is a ton. And wow, my lion gave me no longevity at all. Look at how much damage they're causing me, though. Like, I can't even afford to get into guard and stand still, or they're just gonna kill me. There we go. Now I've got my opening. Oh, I dropped shield for less than 1 second so that I can pop a fire's recovery, and that almost ends up being too much. They might wish to rename Grey Wolf Den into Stormcaller Wolf Den. Oh, mama. I do kill a Shadow Wolf there, but it's debatable how helpful that even is. Yeah, the lion is essentially... They're just ripping right through the shield the lion provides. Huh, boy. Oh, and Ethraniev apparently transformed while I was away. Don't even get 1% off of getting in there. I can't even... It's a pointless endeavor to even try to count. Oh, wow, and they're spread out, which is no good. Yikes. Holy crap, how is Grim still alive? Ugh. At this point, all I'm trying to do is something other than running away. That's all I can do to even keep that up. Grim did go down, but I just did not notice. I'm not sure if it's worth my time to try killing the Stormcallers, but this is not sustainable. I guess it would be easier to do this if I knew the rate at which Ethraniev summons Stormcallers. Yeah, but this is not, like, this is so not doable. Holy crap. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a different game plan this time. I've got to curb the Stormcallers, and I'm not sure the rate of which Ethraniev is summoning them, but I know I can handle Ethraniev plus 2 Stormcallers while I kill the Stormcallers, so if it's just that Ethraniev summons Stormcallers every time she transforms, then this is still doable. In which case, it's time to head in. Let's see here, still at a reasonable hour and a half. I could, in theory, do this for 5 more hours. Now, I've got a life. And again, I think that Ethernev's pain cry expressions are hilarious. Just listen to that. Try doing that this time. I'm going to try killing Stormcallers as Ethraniev summons them. Thought that would recharge my fire's recovery. Ah, I think that hit the wolf instead of Ethraniev. That's unfortunate. So Ethraniev is not particularly bulky for a final boss. That crescendo shaved off a clean about 3% of her health. Unfortunately, I just simply cannot find a window to hit Ethraniev when there had to have been at least a dozen Stormcallers. That's just absurd. I do not have a Lyra's Bell, so unfortunately I kind of have to just let Grim wait. I do have a Lyra's Bell this time. I'm able to use my crescendo to avoid the knockback effect of that attack. I'm getting close to transformation, so we're going to find out soon if my plan will work. Here it comes. Alright, time to fuck these guys up. Unfortunately, they're pretty bulky, so it's going to be a little bit till I can actually kill them. We're going to find out just the rate at which Ethraniev summons these guys. Yeah, I know the wolf is summoned, blah blah blah. I'm actually going to hold off on killing the wolf, intentionally preventing it from dying, just so I can see what the deal is here. And if Ethraniev summons those at even like a slightly consistent rate, then this is going to get impossible. Oh wow, I gotta really be careful with that enforced threat or I'm going to end up killing the wolf on accident. The wolf almost seems to be killing itself. Well, I kinda have to... Was the wolf just killing itself there? Unfortunately, I have to kind of leave the window to hit Ethraniev closed for a while, so I can deal with these Stormcallers. Although I am actually getting in some good hits against Ethraniev, so it's not so bad. Here comes... No, that's not the transformation, never mind. Surprised it's taking Ethraniev this long to transform up. Right as I say that, what happens? Okay, I'll shut up. I can't tell if Ethraniev summoning or transforming there summon new Stormcallers. I want to watch to see if the wolf is killing itself. It doesn't look like it is. Maybe it was it might have been my Fey touch that did that. Oh, no. Did not mean to hit the wolf. Looking at it, yeah, it's slowly losing its health. That's probably my Fey touched. If I just don't hit the wolf all that much, but it's following me around very closely, making it difficult to stick to the strategy. I can't really afford to use enforced threat while the wolf is so close to me, because it's going to hit the wolf. But looking at the wolf, no, it's not losing any more health, so that had to have been my Fey. Okay. Whew, I'm so glad it's not like killing itself or whatever, because that would then make this fight totally undoable for me. What it does mean is I have to watch my fire with enforced threat. I don't think that hit the wolf. No, it did hit the wolf. God damn. Okay, no more enforced threat. Easy solution. I think maybe bringing the Shard of Orcus one back is a good idea. I'm not getting as much out of the Forge Hammer as I thought I would be. Oh, okay, so I just get immediately sent back from whence I came. Oh no, nope, don't want to hit the wolf, don't want to hit the wolf. Oh no, the wolf is almost dead. I think my Fey Touch might kill it. God damn it. Yep. Oh boy, okay, I do get up my stone so I don't have to go through a scroll. This is getting a little ridiculous though. Yeah, I mean, even with the Orcus Ball, it's not doing like any noticeable damage to them. Oh no, did I just hit I just hit Ethraniev with that crescendo. That is so annoying. Yeah, okay, if it ends up turning into a game of me like occasionally hitting them with lunging strike, then this is just not realistically doable. That one on my right is almost dead though. And I couldn't quite get it down though. I can afford to pop an enforced threat. The wolf is not that close to dying. I can't tell. I don't think that killed that Stormcaller. Actually, there we go. That knocks that guy out of commission. The problem here is like if I stop to try to hit the Stormcallers, the wolf is like right on my ass and hitting me. So I'm hitting the wolf, killing it. Ethraniev is coming back, eventually transforming, and then there come more Stormwalkers. Yeah, this is difficult. Ah, that killed the wolf. Well, I may as well take the window I have. Getting a good few hits there with my Weapon Master Strike. Yeah, that's gonna be all I get. And while that might seem doable in theory, there's gonna be more Stormcallers coming. Like there are. Looks like there are probably about, I think that's 5? Yeah, that's 5 of them. And that would be great, but there's going to be more. There's definitely going to be more. I can't just keep poking at them with my encounters like every 30 seconds, or I'm going to be here all night. This is very tricky. Holy crap! Wow! I don't know what that was, but that just one-shotted me. Whew! Okay, right now I'm hitting that Stormcaller in front of me without hitting the wolf. So I give him a few good punches, but that's only because the Forge Hammer of Gone was stopping me from just getting slaughtered, and even then, oh boy, that was I was very, very, very close to dying. Okay, this really, this seems like it's a big long shot from being actually sustainable. These guys attack way too quickly, hit way too hard, and are way too bulky. Yeah, my crescendo's doing about 10% to them, which is very, very small. It's good that the Spirit Wolf is frail enough for me to kill it easy, but that actually is, in a way, almost like a double-edged sword. I'm trying to not kill it. I would be a lot more aggressive with these guys, but again, I can't afford to kill the Spirit Wolf, because then Ethraniev just brings in 2 more of those. Yeah, and every time, all my encounters are either Lunging Strike, which is pitifully weak, or it's Enforced Threat or Weapon Master Strike, which is hitting the wolf. This seems very, very bleak. I just got in that Enforced Threat on them there, but again, if all I'm getting to do is Enforced Threat like every 30 seconds, then this is very much treading the line of undoable. And yet, oh wait, did I just kill the? Ah, damn it! I killed the fucking wolf. And again, like, you see me getting some good hits against Ethraniev, which in theory seems doable, but then you realize I'm having to contend with half a dozen of these Stormcallers, in addition to whatever adds Ethraniev just summoned. Let me see here. There's 2 Stormcallers over there. They seem to be more mobile than the others. And there's 4 over there, so that's half a dozen. And yeah, they're taking like almost no damage from my attacks. Okay, of course my Lunging Strike glitches out on me there. That's horrendously inconvenient. It doesn't really matter because it does piss poor damage to the Stormcallers anyway. The purpose of bringing the Lunging Strike was to help me hit the wolf, but I'm actually finding that that's not so helpful after all. I absolutely cannot afford to stand still to use that crescendo. It's about the story of how this game has gone so far. That one is almost dead. I will say this will get easier if I can start to kill Stormcallers faster than Ethraniev can grind them out, but that is certainly easier said than done. I'm just wanting that guy to die, but he won't. I think, no, that didn't kill. Oh wait, no, it did kill him. Thank you, perfect Fey touched. Okay, so the domino effect, there's going to be less Stormcallers, so it should get slightly easier to kill them. But again, like, if I'm only killing one every time I accidentally kill the Spirit Wolf, like, Ethraniev is bringing in 2 more, and then that just perpetuates the problem. One solution I do have, I could switch to Crushing Surge, which is my other at-will, and I could start to only use Crescendo to hit these guys. I am generating my action meter pretty quickly. Gotta avoid using... that might be a viable idea. I can't even see the Spirit... Oh, the Spirit Wolf is low on health. Yeah, I can absolutely cannot stick around to hit them with the full force of that crescendo. I can't even see where Grim is. It does not look like Grim is on Ethraniev right now. Whew. Oh boy. One of those Stormcallers is low on health. Lunging strike, I believe, just hit the wolf. This is actually an interesting time when if I kill the wolf and Ethraniev doesn't transform back, that's actually convenient. It's funny how that happens. In any case, I'm gonna have to kill those Stormcallers before I can move any further. I'm trying to find that opening to hit them with, but... oof. I'm gonna try to start using Crushing Surge, that is, when I get the opportunity to actually go in on them, which is becoming increasingly rare. That wolf is on death's door. There we go. I did hit that one once with Crushing Surge, but Crushing Surge is piss weak. I actually don't... oh no, that killed the wolf. I can't seem to cancel Fire's Recovery. This is going to be a waste. There we go. I have an opportunity to get my Fire's Recovery up there. I'm doing virtually nothing with that window, unfortunately. This is my opportunity to actually attack the Stormcallers because there's no wolf around to hit. So now is the time to strike. Here comes the wolf. Maybe if I stay away from the wolf, it will stay away from me. Nope, never mind. It's coming right at me. Of course. Oh boy. Okay, Ethraniev is at about, that looks like 74% of her health, but an easy 90% of the damage done to her was done before this transforming nonsense started. Which, of course, means virtually nothing, because that's when the real fight begins. And killed off that shadow wolf. That's helpful. Even with Fire's Recovery, I have to use... I might try my Shield Bash on them. The Shield Bash won't hit the wolf, and it will allow me to stay in guard. Yeah, but again, the Shield Bash also has piss poor range. This is fucking asinine as fuck. Like, I'm gonna try killing people by hitting them with my shield. This is totally an inferior at will. I do get that crescendo off on that one though, that was important. I can start to do some real damage when I can actually kill the Stormcallers. It's proving to be easier said than done. Again, this is absolutely absurd that I'm trying to kill things by hitting them with my shield. And I can't afford to use my sword. But hey, I'm getting in, getting a few lunges. eventually I can kill off the Stormcallers, and maybe then I can start to attack Ethraniev. I'm just going in. I absolutely cannot afford to try to prioritize killing any Stormcaller in particular right now. I just have to get in and hit something. Just hit something. And this attack is doing no damage to them whatsoever. Ay, ay, ay. There's Ethraniev transforming back. Barely able to even use my fire's recovery. Perhaps I can lure Ethraniev a little bit away from them. No, it doesn't seem to be working. That's the downside to having taken my Laughing Skull, is that I have very little ability to actually try to get her away from him. Well, you can see here I'm getting some good punches, but again, and once he retransforms, which is coming right now, there's going to be more ads. Looks like there was more Stormcallers. Yep, more Stormcallers. At least one, probably more than one, brand new Stormcaller. That's one over there. And yep, two brand new Stormcallers. Yep. Alright, well, this seems very, very, very bleak. Not the time for the game to glitch, to jank out my lunging strike. Alright, I'm gonna go defeat myself and try one more time to prevent Ethraniev from gathering too many Stormcallers, because this is otherwise totally undoable. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my power scroll this time. This time I really have to try to focus on using my lesser, like my not so spreaded at-wills before Ethraniev transforms. Like if I can keep it to like 2 Stormcallers, maybe a Shadow Wolf, then this gets to be way more doable. Otherwise, this is totally stupidly challenging. Pretty straightforward here, really. Not much to actually give commentary on. Helpful that my crescendo prevents that attack from inducing knockback. Ooh, that was a weird little glitch. Boy, I really hope that bloodstained shirt is waiting on me in the chest. Doesn't seem like that's particularly likely, though. I did get 300k worth of stuff in 2 Valhalla items from a Master Svarborg run earlier. Ooh, I kind of fell asleep at the wheel a little bit there. Okay, so the game plan this time. Prioritize killing Stormcallers while simultaneously avoiding killing the Spirit Wolf. Oh, I had a good chunk of room to get in a hit there, but unfortunately Ethraniev had other plans for me. Got to remember, only use at-wills and encounters which do not deal splash damage as to not damage the wolf. That accidentally hit. Did that just... Oh my fucking... I hate it when this game redirects my attack. Oh, and look, and it makes me glitch out and lose my lunging strike. Oh, I love that. Of course, the sarcasm should be glaringly obvious. I truly hate that. I think it's a good hit in on that Stormcaller. So I've whittled away at the Stormcallers decently. So if, and this is a big if Ethraniev only, and it seems like she only summons adds when she transforms, if that's the case, I think this is doable. This becomes doable. Lengthy, but doable. Then again, I'm no stranger to lengthy dungeon runs. Ooh, and I get in a good couple punches of my Crushing Surge in on that one. Thanks to my Demon Lord set, even though I'm not hitting anything, I still generate action points very, very slowly, but noticeably. Okay, my guy napping a little bit. We need to get up. Was important there. Got in a nice crescendo. So okay, if there's only 2 Stormcallers, they're not really that suffocating, if you will. No, stop attacking the wolf. Stop making me misfire. Jeez. Ugh. That's just going to make it even more cumbersome to eventually kill these fuckers. And again, I'd like to point out that it is absolutely absurd that I'm trying to kill something with my shield, but, I mean, hey, I am. That was nice there. Got in crescendo in, was able to cancel just in time. And I don't know how it directs me over there when I had my HUD over there. That is just straight up stupid. Don't you just love having no autonomy over your character? I know, so do I. Nope, don't want to mark the wolf. Even though I cancel my crescendo, I'm still able to get the stun part of it to work on that Stormcaller, which enables me to flee with ease. I am chipping away at it a little bit when I run up to it and begin to bash it with my shield. There we are. Of course, the lion does not actually deal damage, so it is okay that I hit the wolf with the lion. And of course, because I'm eliminating the Stormcallers, I'll have a much larger window to actually hit Ethraniev with, which will allow me to get some good damage in. It's all a part of the process. I did not pick a good time to lunge in on them. Oh my, and I get hit. I will say that I will actually love it when it's art. I did not kill the wolf, I just hit it. Hitting it a little bit is okay because, well, I'm getting in more damage against the Stormcallers than the wolf. It's actually not at a bad health. That looks to be about maybe 1/3. As long as the game stops telling me who I want to hit and who I don't want to hit, I should be okay. One of them is almost dead, and once one of them goes down, the other one will be easier to kill. I'm not even sure which one of those I'm hitting, but one of them is really close to being dead. Okay, I think one of them died. Although, did I hear a shadow wolf spawn? I feel like I heard a shadow wolf. There we go. I get in a good... As I forecasted, it is now easier to get in some hits against this guy because there's only one of them and not two. I get in a good bunch of hits on that guy. Once the Stormcaller is dead, it's going to start to get much easier to actually start causing some damage. And it does seem like Ethraniev only some... of course, no autonomy once again, as I'm forced to, instead of actually attacking something with purpose, I'm instead forced to hit Ethraniev. Unfortunate. There we are. Getting a good blow against that guy. And my window is promptly shut when Ethraniev knocks me down. Who doesn't love knockback-inducing attacks? I know I sure do. That guy's almost done. Just another good hit or two will do it. There we go. That'll finish off the ads. Now I'm in a good position where I can kill the wolf. There we go. Now it's time to get in my hits. There we go. Now I think I've about found a rhythm to this fight. Of course, it might do me well to find a better encounter power. Unfortunately, there's not much time to do that unless I want to give up my window to hit Ethraniev. Oh boy, that goes. Perhaps I have a quick minute to bring in my Anvil of Doom instead of Enforced Threat. Wow, that was clutch. Okay, big move there. That's going to help me actually cause some damage when I do get in on the Stormcaller. Oh, and I'm gonna get knocked down, but that's not gonna kill me quite. Whew. As you can see, the game tried to force me to hit Ethraniev, but fortunately Ethraniev was out of range. Not going to get away with that on me. Not now, anyway. That said, if I'm going to use my crescendo, I should try to make sure I have a clean shot and that the game is not going to force me to hit Ethraniev uselessly. I got a good punch there. There we go. Yeah, this is a nice little rhythm. This seems a lot more sustainable. Ooh, that was important. I was able to get in that crescendo without having to cancel it. Ooh, I am able to get in my stab and hit both of them because I see that the wolf is behind me. Getting a little bit of a rhythm going here. There we go. This is doable. I'm being knocked down. I have to retreat because I run out of stamina. Gotta stop stabbing or I'll hit the wolf. Oh, okay, and the game again forces me to hit a target that I don't want to actually hit, and it forces me to hit the spirit wolf with Anvil of Doom. It also forces me to mark Ethraniev instead of a target I actually wanted to mark. Autonomy? What is that? That is an interesting little concept. Yep, and it forces me to... Oh my, I cannot begin to even put into words how annoying that is. Oh, knocked over. Yep. Okay, that's not gonna kill me. No, that is going to knock me down because I have my back to it. I have to do a better job with my positioning. Oh, and that's going to probably kill me because... There we go, it's not going to kill me at all, but... Boy, I love knockback-inducing attacks. Even though I canceled the Weapon Master Strike, it still hits. Oh wow, I get knocked back by absolutely nothing that actually hits me. Okay. Oh, knocked down. This game relies too much on knockback attacks to kill me. It's interesting to me how Grim hasn't been killed yet. Well, we're joined by two Shadow Wolves. I'm not sure where they came from. I'm having to be awfully stingy to facilitate this. The wolf is about dead, unfortunately. Oh, Stormcaller is out of range, even though I'm right next to it. Thank you. Thank you for that. This will get easier once I've killed that one Stormcaller off, though, and there is one that is close to death. Oh, and I accidentally killed the spirit. Well, holy crap. This is fun. Time to get in my punches now. I can't really afford to be passive. And come two new Stormcallers. I can freely in a metaphorical sense, use my stab while the spirit wolf wasn't around. Unfortunately, I just killed two Stormcallers. There are the two Stormcallers that Ethraniev has had that unfortunately resets the same crappy situation that I was dealing with for some time. This is reminding me an awful lot of the Sindrith fight I had a few days ago. It's almost impossible to not hit the Spirit Wolf, whether the game directs me to do so or I accidentally do it. Waiting on that fire's recovery to come up. My own fire's recovery is being hindered by me having to use a totally inferior attack to my Weapon Master Strike. Wow, I didn't think my Lear spell wouldn't be on deck. Seems like it's been ages since I last used it. Yet here we are. There we go. That was some good damage on that guy. The game once again trying to get me to hit Ethraniev with that attack, but well, not obliging to that, not quite, if only because the attack was out of her range. Spirit Wolf. The Spirit Wolf is at about a third, the Stormcaller is at about a half. Seems like it's going to be virtually impossible to kill the Stormcallers before the Spirit Wolf is dead. Oh, yeah. This is seeming very, very hopeless. Like I'm certainly not getting in enough damage on Ethraniev for what I'm doing now to actually matter. I'm not getting in enough damage. Getting about maybe 30 seconds, and then she's just retransforming. Okay, I think I can kind of see the direction this is going in. Yeah, oh, Soul Forged. Hey, what do you know? Soul Forged. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Yeah, this is definitely not happening. I just don't have... It's like the Sindrith fight, I just don't have the tools for the job. That's unfortunate. I feel as though I would, if I went in with my tank load, I would have very similar problems because a lot of my cleaving at will and my good encounters are not doing enough damage to the Stormcaller, and it's not making up for me accidentally killing the Stormcaller and having Ethraniev open up, me getting an even smaller window with my tank loadout, having Ethraniev transform again, and then there are 2 new Stormcallers. So this is, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. This does not really seem realistically doable. I've spent a lot of resources here to get to this point, and it seems like I'm getting about as far as 3/4, and then it's a massive roadblock that I am seemingly unable to climb over. So I'm going to actually go ahead and cut my losses. I'm going to build up my guy a little bit more, and like with Etos down the road, I'm going to give this another shot down in the future. I don't know how soon it will be, but it won't be anytime particularly soon. I originally, my plan was go solo all the tier 1s, wait a while, and then once the college I go to, once we go to spring break, I would go through the tier 2s. Clearly I deviated away from that when I soloed Epic Cragmire and Epic Castle Never. I don't know why I'm calling it Epic Castle Never, but I did complete those 2. I'm essentially going to go 2 for 4 on my tier 2s, but yeah, this is definitely going to be a wipe, and I just don't have what it takes to do this. So let me see, the date is, well, it's actually midnight, so it is Friday, January 12th. That means that it's going to be 3 days until I return to school, which means that my ability to be on Neverwinter will be very, very limited from what it's been during the course of this winter break. So unfortunately, I'm going to be restricted to some nights, but mostly the weekends in terms of recording. I don't have an ironed out plan yet, but I will keep my viewers updated on what I plan to do. I don't think I'll be returning to Grey Wolf Den or Etos anytime particularly soon, as I simply don't have the tools for the job as a Guardian Fighter to do those. If I was a DPS, this would be a lot more doable. In particular, I think a Hunter Ranger or a Great Weapon Fighter would have an easier time blowing through this dungeon. But me, I just don't have the tools for the job to do this. So unfortunately, I'm going to call it a wipe. I'll keep everybody updated on what I plan to do in the future. And those of you who have tuned in, thank you very much. And unfortunately, I couldn't deliver the W, but I hope that you tune in to my broadcasts when I have them in the future. Thank you very much.